Hey everybody, long time no talk. We all been busy dealing with this pandemic and stuff like that, trying to make sure our families are safe, trying to grow our businesses or careers or just further ourselves along in the midst of chaos. But I miss you all. But I jumped on for a second to talk about one of the most complicated relationships known to man, and that's the baby mama baby daddy relationship, trying to co-parent. Now I'm just talking about exclusively where y'all were just boyfriend and girlfriend, or maybe even cut buddies, and you had a baby. Co-parenting as divorcees is different. That's another video for another day. But I'm just specifically talking about baby mama, baby daddy. Now in this particular scenario, I'm just talking about where the mother decides to leave the father, end the relationship with the father. Uh, you both move on with life. The father goes off and remarries. And in my particular scenario, it's about a father who's actually involved. I know there's a lot of variables to the baby mama, baby daddy scenario, but I'm talking about specifically where both parents are actively trying to co-parent. So in the scenario I just talked about where the mother decides to end the relationship with the dad, but then years go on, the father remarries, builds a new life for someone else, and the mother, doesn't remarry. She dates, but she doesn't remarry. Of course, the father is probably paying child support. He's getting his time, but he's paying child support. And, he's adhering to the letter of the law of the court order because let's say it's a contentious relationship. So, he adhering to the letter of the law. When he gets the kid, his time is his time, her time is her time, and he fills in whatever his other obligations are. But of course, finances become an argument. The financial burden of it. And again, the father pays his child support. He pays it on time. She never got to look for it. When it's time for him to get his kid, he get his kid. However, something's going on with the mom financially. She's single still at this point. And in an argument, she throws out, I'm doing it by myself. Everything is on me while you got a two-person income home. I get the argument on the surface, but when I ponder that a little bit more, I think to myself, well, you chose this life. Now, let me explain that. Okay, so y'all were together or trying to make this thing work and raise a kid together. For whatever reason, it wasn't working for you. That's fine. You chose to end the relationship. Cool. But to me, it's kind of crazy to throw back in somebody's face the struggles that you're having financially when he's, I guess in your eyes, thriving because there's a two-person income. When you chose this life, you essentially told that man that being a single mother and all that comes with being a single mother was better than doing it with him. And with that being said, isn't it kind of crazy to then throw your choice back into that man's face? He decided he lived. He continued living. He's there for his kid. He adheres to what his responsibility is, but he continued to live and he built a life for somebody else. The mother, for various reasons, continued to date, but haven't latched on with anybody else. Is it that man's fault that you're still single? Again, when you chose that life. You told that man that, the classic cliche, I can do bad all by myself. Now, understanding the operative word there is bad, but whatever. You made your choice. He accepted your choice. He's moved on with life, built a life for somebody else. He's found that helpmeet so that to make his life a little bit more comfortable, to make his life a little bit more manageable. But I mean, are you admitting a mistake here? Are you saying that I thought I can get better and I haven't? The grass ain't greener over here? Because what does you being a single, doing it by yourself, have to do with me when you chose this life? I think that's so. It's kind of like you got to eat that. You have to eat that. You can't throw that in my face when you left me essentially saying that single mom life was better than being with me. So as a woman, how can you really throw that in a man's face? How can you really say, and let's just take it on an emotional level. Let's say you breaking up with him crushed him, hurt him to his core, but he picked up the pieces and continued to move on with life. You're not bringing that trauma back. And basically saying that, hey, I chose this life over you, and I want you to still deal with it. No, you got to eat that. Like those memes that go around, this could be us, but you playing, or you don't act right, or whatever the case may be, that could have been you. Now, whatever your reasons were for ending the relationship are your reasons. Hey, it happens, and both parties have to deal with it. And the father, for his part, has dealt with it. He's moved on with life. He's living a life. He's built a life with someone else. May even have other kids and stuff. But to stand on the argument of, I do this by myself while you have help, that's not the argument y'all think it is. It's really not. Because you, the mother, chose that life. You chose that life over that man. You chose that life over doing this thing with him. You'd rather do it by yourself. And so now you got to eat that.